HIMS stock was down 3% last week. It's down about 10.8% in the last month and 16% in the last 3 months. Year to date, it's up about 80%. So HIMS right now is pulling back. It does look as if it's finding support at around about this level of $40 and could be setting up for a high value trade. About 58% on offer up to this level of potential resistance. So in this video, I'm going to conduct a price analysis for HIMS stock and talk about this trading opportunity. Let's take a look. I'd like to thank the Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Visit fool.com/DavidB for the 5 best stocks to buy now. Use my special link to get $200 off their epic annual subscription. Now, if you find value in my analysis of HIMS stock today or other stocks on my channel, you may also find value in my email newsletter. If you subscribe, I'll share with you professional trading tips to help you make more profits trading stocks. Link down below, check it out. Looking at the weekly chart for HIMS stock, we can see that this stock has been trending up for approaching 2 years. Since this significant low down here, around about $5.60, HIMS stock has been trending up nicely, creating higher highs and higher lows as it's been trending up quite uniformly, quite predictively. And you can see I've added a long-term trend line to the price action of this stock, confirming it is trending upwards. More recently, HIMS stock did break away from the trend line, creating this price peak of around about $74 back in February this year. Since that time, it was sold off, price has fallen, and it fell into support at around about $24. And this trough was created back in the first week of April this year. Now, since that time, since that trough was created, HIMS stock attracted buyers again at this price, and it did take off again, moving up once again into this zone of between $66 and $71. It did track sideways for a couple of weeks during June before there was some more selling pressure. It moved down and found support around about the $40 mark before buyers came back in. Price increased back up once again to this resistance line of $70, and that was a few weeks ago now. So it's had a couple of goes of breaking through this level here, and right now in the last 3 weeks this stock has been sold off. It's been facing some selling pressure. You can see here a bearish week during August, the first week of August, and the second week, and of course last week. But what you can see from the price action is this $40 line seems to be a strong level of support for HIMS stock. And last week we can see you've got a hammer candle, hammer stick reversal. So last week price opened at $45. It got sold off, found support at $40, and then closed back up around about $44. So it's clear from the price action in the last few months that this $40 appears to be a strong level of support for HIMS stock. Other key levels for this stock include this $70 marker up here, corresponding to the most recent price peak about 3 weeks ago. I've already discussed the 40 level support here, and of course we've got 35 marked up there. $35 corresponds to this price peak back here in December 2024. Underneath 35, we've also got a potential level here of around about $25. That corresponds to the peak back in February 2021. Now, underneath that, we've got the peaks and troughs from the trend line over the last 2 years, creating support and resistance. So there's a level here around about $17. There's also a level here at this significant peak here, 2 peaks in fact, one in February 2023 and the other in May 23. So let's mark that up as well. And of course we've got that significant trough here, this turning point where HIMS was sold off between May 23 and October 2023, and that's when the price started to trend upwards over the long term, and that level is about $5.60. Underneath 560, we've got the all-time low for this stock created in May 2022, and that's around $2.73. So now that we've got these key price levels on the chart for HIMS stock, we can see right now the price action is trading above $40 and underneath this $70 here, which appears to present a possible trading opportunity. Zooming in on the weekly chart, we can have a closer look on how HIMS stock has been trending in the last few months. Using my trend arrow, you can see here that it moved up to find resistance around about $70. It didn't get through there, and then it faced selling pressure. It was sold off and found support around about $23, $24. From there, it moved up once again to try and break this level of $70. It fell short, and there was some sideways price action before it ended up finding support down at this key level of $40. That was in the third week of June. Since that time, we've had about 6 weeks trading up, and HIMS stock is once again trying to break through this level of resistance around about $70. It failed once again. So you can see here it's had it's had 3 attempts of breaking this key level of 70, and it's failed. It's got rejected each time. So right now, price has been sold off and it's back down at this level of $40. And we know from the historical price action, when price is at 40, then it has been bought up and managed to trade back up to this level of $70. So there's a possible trading opportunity to buy around this key support level and then hold it and target that upper price level of $70 for take profit. Taking a look at the daily charts and the daily price action for HIMS stock, we can see since it reached the level of resistance in the last day of July, it has been trending down. But you can see it has found support at $40. So last week, you can see it opened here on the 18th. There was some selling pressure on the Tuesday, but Wednesday last week, we've got a reversal bar. So buyers came back in around about this $40 level. And then on Thursday and Friday, price did trade up for those 2 days for HIMS stock. So the buyers did come back in towards the end of last week, seeing value around about $40. Back on the weekly chart, we can see switching to candlesticks, we've got that hammer candle forming last week, showing a price reversal and strong support at $40. So potentially an entry next week, opening on the Monday, potentially if you can get in at the same price Friday closed, which was around about $44.50. Entry here and then targeting this resistance level up here of $70 would give you a potential upside of around about 58%. And you can use a 20% stop loss based on the significant price level of $35, which also lines up nicely with the long-term trend line. Overall, this is a risk to reward of 2.78, which is very good. So overall, HIMS stock is trending up over the long term. It is looking bullish. It has had a significant pullback in the last 4 weeks. It's gone from 70 down to $40 support. And it does look as if now, based on the reversal bar last week, it's found support and it may be moving up, presenting this opportunity to trade it back up to this line here. We've got this long-term trend line in place, so obviously if price breaks underneath this trend line and underneath that $35 line, the risk is towards the downside and you would exit this trade immediately. But based on what's happened in the last few months, there's an opportunity to trade this stock from here back up to this level of $70. And that trade could play out maybe in 6 to 8 weeks, offering a great return. Let me know what you think in the comments. Are you in HIMS stock right now? Are you considering a trade? Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.